Hello everyone, Timer over here, and welcome. Today we are going to be playing a little Humankind. Humankind is an upcoming 4X strategy game um, that is similar to games like Civilization 6 and with the Civ series, with some differences that are fairly unique that I really like. It is currently in a open dev period, which is just a short period of time where a beta is put out. That you can try it and play it, and it's being streamed and content being done for it all over the place. So you may very well be aware of it and seen some of the other big time names doing the streams and everything. Because part of the gimmick here is that if you one way you gain access to Humankind's open dev here is by watching one of the sponsored streams for it. So people like Quill 18, Marbazier, Spiffy Brit, and some others that I'm not fully aware of are streaming it at various different times. And if you watch their streams for, I think it's 2 hours, you can get access to the beta. I just pre-ordered it before I realized that that's how you can do that. I don't know. I just pre-ordered it pretty quickly because it looked interesting to me, and I had been following it for some time. But anyway, as I said, in order to do that before you go to those streamers, make sure that you create a Games Together account. So just Google Games Together and go to the first result there and create an account, and then link your Twitch account, and that will set everything up, and then you can just go to one of those streamers and check out their stream when they are streaming Humankind, to gain access to it. Anyway, we're enough of that. The game actually is going to be coming out in August. I think it's August 17th, so we're just under 2 months away. Or actually, no, we're 2 months and a day away from the release, so keep that in mind. Anyway, we will go ahead and hit start. So we'll talk about it once we get in here. Very interesting. I'm very much liking the I won't say changes, but the way they've taken their sort of quote unquote civilization experience. They've made it very unique, very engaging, I would say, in certain ways that civilization isn't. So we'll talk about that all when we come in here. So if you have been following any of the other streams or videos or anything like that, you'll know that in the open dev scenario, that we've got here, everybody's basically playing on the same pre-generated map. So nothing is random from what I can tell. With the only sort of randomization being where the different leaders are located and the various different cultures that they ultimately choose. But in terms of, starting location, the player starts here, and so on and so forth. And these have always, in every game that I've played thus far, these have always spawned right where they are. So it's very predetermined in this open dev period. So duly warned that, this map's going to be pretty much the same no matter who you're watching it, with the only differences really being the combination of cultures that are taken and used, and location of your enemies that appear. So we'll talk about that as we get going. So first off, unlike games like Civilization, in that game, you pick your civilization. You pick your leader, and your civ, and you stay with that civilization through the entirety of the game. So you have your perks, you have your leader abilities, you have all of that as you move through the various different eras or ages. And in this game, it works a little bit differently because, in Civ, you basically settle your city right from the bat. You don't necessarily do that here in Humankind. You are in what's called the Neolithic era. So we start at the Neolithic era, and we are a nomadic tribe. So nomads, by definition, travel around. They're hunter-gatherers. They don't really settle in one place. They move from place to place looking for resources. So in this early part of the game, our goal is really going to be searching out these discoveries that you see here. Because we don't have a city, we don't have production, we don't have food, we are going to be looking to gather food and ultimately science here until we get the opportunity to settle. Okay, so we'll talk about that as it's happening, but we currently have one hunting party right here, and this right here shows us how much food we need to gather to multiply, to get another unit of a tribe, basically. So in order to do that, we have two discoveries that are food. So we're going to just go ahead and hit this one first, and then circle back down to get the science and the food here. So that just gave us 10 food. So we're halfway to a new army. Let's continue on. I'm going to go here because I know there is a, I think it was right here. There's another discovery. Now, this is not food. This is science. So we're not researching anything yet. All we're doing is banking science and also influence. Influence is measured up here. And this is basically how you expand, how you create cities, how you create outposts, which we'll talk about here in a little bit, and all of that. So we'll get there eventually. But for now, all we're doing is running around, exploring, figuring out where things are, and trying to... Oop, there's another discovery up there. So those things spawn randomly during this period of time. Now, I haven't figured out if they spawn randomly just while you are a nomadic tribe, and in the Neolithic era, or if... Because I have seen these spawn, like science discoveries. I haven't seen the food one spawn, but I have seen new discoveries for science around the map in later eras. But I don't know if they just spawned or if they had been there the entire time and just no one picked them up. I haven't been able to confirm that, but I will say that once I've moved into the next... Is it the classical ancient era or classic era? I think it's the ancient era. I've not seen the food situation. I'm going to go ahead and hit OK there and continue on. Curiosity. There we go. We've got a new tribe. So with this new tribe, I'm going to just transfer. And I don't know, do I want to send you up this way? We know there was that discovery up north, but I also really want to continue on exploring over here. Yeah, let's go this route. You can continue on to this sanctuary. So the other thing that our tribal hunters can do is take on these sanctuaries, which can give you food and so on and so forth as well. So we will do that here in a minute. Yeah, there's another one that way. There was two discoveries over there. All right. Just continue on over here and we'll scout this out and circle back around. It's just going to have to do. Now, any unit can plop down what are called outposts, new outposts. So we can claim territory, and if you look at the map here, you can see each one of these territories are outlined in a checkered white area. So when you claim a territory, you put down an outpost, and that claims everything within that checkered area. And you can only have one city, one outpost per checkered territory. So keep that in mind as we continue on. I think, yeah, we're going to keep going this way because I do want to try to check this area out, and then I think we'll turn around at that point. Yeah, continue on. We want to take out this sanctuary. So the sanctuaries do spawn wildlife. So we're going to ransack this, though, just because it will give us some food. So we got 20 food just from this ransacking, but it's going to take one turn to finish up. Lost Souls 1. Your scout comes to you, breathless from exertion. Between gasps, he tells you that he spied another tribe not far ahead. Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry about that. Completely got interrupted. My son decided now was the time he wanted to eat his late night dinner here, so apologize. Anyway, where was I? Your scout comes to you breathless with from exertion. Between gasps, he tells you that he spied another tribe not far ahead. He leads you on, then, after giving a stop signal, you drop to your bellies and crawl forward in the brush. Ahead, a young woman no more than 13, Summers, is leading a ceremony. Her audience, a dozen or so equally young and younger tribesmen. Many are crying, and when you see the bodies laid out, you understand they are in mourning. You know what you must do. So we can decide to welcome them, and we'll get a hunting party, or we can turn tail and run swiftly for 5 turns. We're going to go ahead and welcome them because we want more people. And there we go. We got another group. Okay, perfect. So yes, you're going to continue on. You can continue on going down this route. Actually, pop that. Thank you. And then continue on going around there. And turned. Okay, there we go. We got 20 here, and that popped another pop here. So we're going to break you. Transfer. You're going to pop out there and go that way. You are going to head down this way. Okay, entered a new era. Lovely. Okay, so the way you progress from one era to another is through these era stars, or knowledge stars, I should say. And yeah, we can actually, we can do it. But basically, each era, you have various different stars that you need to accumulate in order to proceed to the next era. So in the Neolithic era, we just need 1 star. And we attain that by growing our population to 5. We could have gotten it through knowledge stars. We could have gotten it through hunters, hunting animals. But we just hit it through the growth star. So that unlocks our era, and we can now choose a new culture. So there's a number of different cultures. So in Humankind here, as I was saying, you don't just pick one civilization. You pick multiple civilizations through the eras, but they're more like, they're just called cultures. Like you're picking the Egyptian culture, and you are them for the duration of the era that you're currently in, and you can always continue to play as them through the different eras if you want, or you can pick someone else and you can gain additional traits. So you essentially just put together, if you do change every year, you're basically taking traits from every culture that you play as, and you're sort of building your own ultimate culture in the end, based off of that. So if we take a look at, say, the Egyptians here, each culture has this one unique, I would say, trait or power or something, and these traits will follow you from era to era, even if you change cultures. These other ones, your unit and your unique building, will not. Once you plop them down, you have them. Same with the unit, but you lose the ability to build them as the time goes on. So keep that in mind. I am thinking... So there's the various different cultures here. I think the most popular one that I've seen is the Babylonians, because they have really good science. But I don't think we're going to play as them. I played as them in one of my solo games, and yeah, the science is crazy. But I don't think we're going to go as them. What I think we're going to do is go as the Olmecs. And the reason being, I want to do the influence game, at least early on. Influence is pretty important. It allows you to expand, create cities, set up civics, and those kinds of things. So I want an early boost to that, and so we're going to go with the Olmecs. I really like the Olmec head, which provides additional influence, as well as influence per farmer quarters. So we'll go with... I think that'll be helpful, and we'll try to get this into our main city, as well as if we, our second city. Hopefully we get that up before the era change. But we'll try to get that situated quickly enough. And we will be gaining the Javelin Throwers tech, which is the replacement for archers. So they're pretty good. They do have a higher strength than archers, and stronger on difficult terrain. So they will be stronger on difficult terrain. So that's good. But there's a number of different ones here. We've got the Phoenicians, we've got the Zhao, we've got the Assyrians, and Babylonians. We talked about the Egyptians, the Harapans, the Hittites, the Mycenaeans, the Nubians, and of course, we're back to Olmecs. So let's go ahead and adopt them. Understood. Yeah, let's just hide those and confirm. All right, and we have reached the new era. We are the Olmec culture. Excellent, and it is the ancient era. Lovely. Okay, so not much has changed. We're no longer a tribe, but we really do just have scouts. We don't really have a city. We really can't put down a city just yet because we don't have enough influence. In order to put down a territory or an outpost, well, I guess we can put down a outpost. I guess your first one doesn't cost influence, so that is quite nice, actually. So we got to figure out where we want to put this, our first city. So if we look here, you can see various different icons on the map. These are specialty luxury resources. So ideally, wherever we settle, will have some kind of luxury resource. I'm tempted. So here's some pretty decent tiles there that the game's telling us, hey, you might want to go with. I don't think we're going to go with these. I think we're going to stick with this territory right here because this territory has sage as well as copper in it, and it will be a pretty strong sort of first tile. Yeah, we can get a lot more food going into this valley here, but you know, we take a little hit on production. Although I do know there's a high production tile down in this area here. Where is it? Yeah, right there, 18. So it is perfectly viable to like make these two our starting locations. I actually think that maybe we do that. Let's take a look. Let's turn on the icons here and see, because we want, with the Olmecs, we want a lot of district availability for food. And going here, for example, won't really give us that. Well, I mean, it's got a ton of space here. It's science in that location. No, I think I'm still going to stick with this route over here. They're fairly decent tiles. This would give us a more evenly split 13, 11. This is more food. No, I think we'll go. I think we will go here. 13, 11. This is more food, but only one more food, and we end up losing 2 production. So, yeah, I think I like that idea. And you, I think we're going to get sort of ready, because I do want to take this territory down here.
Off we go.
Because I do want that food, and we will want this territory as well. Let's transfer this unit and see if we can maybe scout to the south. You can go up there and sort of move to the east a little bit. You are... okay, you're done. Or are you? No, you're not. Alright, well, keep running over there. We'll see what we can do. End turn. World deed. Let's go here. Go there. Wonderful Venusia. Yeah, so the world deeds, where are they at? Acknowledge. Are they up here? Cities and outposts. No. Show deeds. So you can gain fame by doing various different world deeds. And like, for example, be the first to discover the Vinicuna, something like that. You gain 50 fame. So we could try to hit a number of these. Whether or not we can, I don't know. No stone unturned, but you know, we'll see what we can do. Fame is essentially the victory condition that we can work towards. So there is no like science victory or cultural victory. It's just doing things to gain fame in order to get to the top of the sort of the rankings here. As you can see, when we moved into our new era, our culture changed, our stars. So we now need 7 stars in order to gain entrance to the new era. And our focus is culture. So we need to sort of gain culture and just accumulate culture, or sorry, influence. I don't know why I keep saying culture. Influence here. So we'll just start working on that, as well as various different things. And you can see we gain fame for completing some of these as well. So we're going to be working a little bit on that. Okay, it's time to found our first city. Well, we're not going to do that just yet. We're going to wait just a wee bit.
Over this way. Off we go.
Well, first off, this sanctuary here, or sorry, the outpost is not yet up and running, so that's not going to be good. What is this? Oh, just another animal. All right. We should be able to beat this thing. We might do that because part of our stuff here is combat. Let's see. Military stars. Destroy a total of 5 military units. I guess... Never mind. It doesn't look like animals count at this point. We could have done that last era to gain entrance to the new era and stuff, but apparently it doesn't matter. So we're not going to try it. You're down here. That's fine. Let's keep rolling here. Go up here.
Let's go.
Let's head up that way and turn. This guy's going to come over here and take on this sanctuary. Ransack the sanctuary, I should say. And just keep moving out towards the east, I think, is going to be important. Yeah, keep going out here, because I have an idea of what territories I generally want. And so we're going to try to focus on looking for those specific ones. There's a sanctuary. Stop, stop, stop. Apparently I can't stop. All right, let's head around here. End turn. Ransack successful. Acknowledge. Coming in. You're over there. Let's pop down into this area because there might be still some discoveries for us that spawned or spawned previously. All right, you are gonna pop up over here.
Let's go.
There we go.
Over this way.
Everyone's moving. Excellent. You're done your move. Do we swing back around or do we continue on to the east? Let's keep going a little bit further here.
Follow me.
Yeah, you can keep going this way. Oh. No, that's a it's not a sanctuary. It is a animal. Alright, end turn. This should be coming online, and it has. Lovely. So now we can plop down our city. We're going to go ahead and do that right off the bat. Gain a little bit more influence per turn. And we might just start with the Olmec. Honestly, I may just scrap this one scout to get us a little bit of a boost here. Where I really want this Olmec is over here. Because that's going to be a very sick adjacency bonus once we get around to constructing it. So I think what we'll do is we'll throw that down. And you are going to probably just get sacked.
Come over here.
We'll keep running up here just to see if there's anything of note. Nope. Alright. Disband unit. So when you disband a unit, you actually repopulate the actual city. So here we go. We've got a population that we can that can work here. 3 turns versus 4 turns. I think I might leave it in the industry. You know what? We'll keep it food growth focused, and that'll have to do. Okay, I'm gonna have you come up here and get ready to place another outpost. 3, 4, 17. We'll put it right here. 4, 18. That's gonna be fine. So we've got that. That's going to be a high production tile, plus we'll gain silk. And then I think I want this territory for the food production. So we might double back with one of our guys here. How about this one?
All right.
And you can continue going this way. We now have research. So here's our first research bit here. Where do we want to go with this first? Artisan quarters. So as you can see, each one of these is 1 turn, and that's because we've banked a good bit of research from the previous era through those discoveries. I think we want to go for carpentry. Get our javelin throwers as quickly as possible. Food per farmers. City defense, that'll unlock warriors for us. Now, you know what? Let's get calendar first, and then go into carpentry. And I think that will have to do. Oh, hello. Oh, I thought there was a discovery there, but I don't know. Apparently not so much anymore. You... Do we just bring these people home at this point? Probably. We'll keep going. Culture chosen, calendar researched, excellent. We'll keep going down carpentry to get our ranged unit. You are not quite there yet. We're going to put you in this 19-8 slot, because that is a crap ton of food.
Come over here.
It is there, it just keeps disappearing.
Come over here.
We will want horses. Alright, 4 turns until that. You are going to go this way. Alright, now I think I will send my units back home at this point. This has been built. Excellent. You... Oh... 3-8. You know what? Let's take this guy out. We're going to start on the high ground. End deployment. And we're just going to defend. So the topography matters during combat. So we took the high ground. So as you can see, we get +4 combat strength from the high ground. Now we are in a river, so that's not the greatest, but so is he. We're going to defend again, just so we get a little bit more defense. Alright. Alright, tell you what, just attack.
That's not possible.
Boom, 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 boom. So we took a little bit more damage there because we were crossing the river. Any tile you stand on that has a river, you're going to get a penalty, unfortunately. Okay, now I guess I can't actually drop the city down. Which I guess is going to have to do. Alright, I'm going to run you back up here and give San Lorenzo yet another population. +5 research. Lovely. Alright, let's just run around this way and head back with this character. Okay, get rid of you. You will be able to, this turn, drop this city down. Or this outpost, I should say. Okay, so I like this. Now our goal is to keep hold of the influence and then pair up these cities. I think we're going to go Alcor first and then bring in Bikdu into San Lorenzo. I think that's going to be a good, strong sort of start here. Alright, so you're good. 2 turns, population 6. We'll leave this because you are going to be sacrificed and put back into the city. There you go. Ooh. In 40 turns. Yeah, sometimes it can backfire. Oh well. We'll leave it at that. We won't sacrifice any more units. Now, how much is it going to cost to pair these? I don't know yet.
Got it.
Have to wait for the next turn, apparently.
Come over here. Off we go.
Is, no, this one's not even up and running yet. There we go. So, sync, attach, it's going to cost 30. So we can't do that just yet. Alright, go ahead and heal up. You are then going to build... Do we want to build another... No, I think what we're going to do is we're going to build this later. Because what I ultimately want is to get this thing right here. So we'll put another food district right there. And, you know, we should be... This should construct a lot quicker. I mean, we could build it right here instead of wasting the time, because there is going to most likely be a farmer's quarters there. Right here, but this is going to be a production tile, so, but either way, it's going to end up that way. So if we do it here, we get 1, 2, 3, potentially 4. But 3, definitely 3, and then this one would be 4. If we did it here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But they're significantly less potent. Decisions. Yeah, we're going to just put it here. I think I was planning on putting it here, but that's going to cause some stability issues as we move forward. I really want to get the Olmec head down as soon as possible. So we're going to just do that. Do we just send you back home? Or do we keep claiming some territory? I mean, we know we're going to want horses, but horses can be gotten up in this area along with another resource. So we might hold off on taking this territory. This one, we don't quite know what it is yet. Still may very well want it at some point. We just don't know what that resource is going to be. Let's bring you back down south. And yeah, you're going to heal up. Time. Oh, we're at 36 minutes. We got to put in a cut. We're at 38. All right, let's link this to San Lorenzo. That should give it a huge boost in industry, and it did. So that went, what did that go from? 4 something something? 1 to 5. Shave off 1 turn of either Olmec. I kind of want the Olmec head to come in fairly quickly. So I think we're going to go ahead and do that. You're going to just keep on coming over here. Yeah, so we get dye over here as well as horses next turn. So the stability mechanic is a limiting factor. Every time you build a district or attach a did we just gain something? Curiosity cat. You found volunteers providing spawn army. Oh, we got a free warrior. Nice. Alright, well, we're going to send you on home. I'm actually going to send it down to the south. And the main reason is most likely our first combatant's going to be from our south. Is usually the closest person that I've found in my previous games. I think I'm going to just leave you. You know, I'm going to group you up with this scout, and we'll see what we can do. Because I want to get Bakdu connected before I lay any more down. Maybe, maybe not, because we will maybe want a new city. And I'm thinking maybe a new city in either this territory or this one. Maybe this one, because it does have the saffron. Is there any good location down here? I don't know. How about you come down here instead, and we'll see what we got down there for potential city locations. Okay. So yeah, the limiting factor of the stability, you really don't need to worry about this until around 30%. Once you drop below 30%, then you can't build districts anymore. Districts, as well as attaching territories to cities, will decrease your stability. So as you can see, we're now at a max of 70%, so our stability, which is on the left, will start to go down until it matches that. We don't really have anything to rebuild stability at the moment. That's going to come with research, so we'll just have to wait on that. You're going to go on alert here. So civics are another way of customizing, and you spend your influence in order to get some perks. We might go into this right away. Spend the 30 influence to get that. How much do we need here? 130. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think I'll spend the 30. That way we gain the boost of 5. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Oh, hello. Let's head down there. Pick up that discovery. And yeah, we need to put in a cut to this video here because we are way too long. We'll go one more turn. And we have met someone. Knowledge is power. Okay, so we got carpentry. Scout riders versus animal barns versus city defense. I think we do domestication. I think that's going to be more important at the moment. Yep. So our neighbors to the south usually know that's the case. Let's head down here. Hello. Some more science. I'll give us some good... Get us some good gold. Alright, you are our new person. So we got Vlad, who is cruel, militaristic, and impulsive. Which doesn't sound too great. They attack others on sight. Yeah, we're going to be at war before we know it. Ugh. Ugh. So do we save up to bring in, to tie in San Lorenzo, or do we just keep plopping down territories? Because each territory does start giving influence. So we've got, looks like one per territory, give or take. How's this industry? So one turn till the old Mac had. That should be good. You are going to come over here and take a look at that sanctuary. Duh? What?
Follow me.
We gotta take the long way around. Just fine. There's our one warrior. We'll hang out there. We got 38. I think the better option is to start putting down more territories. And I think I want one over here. So that's good production there. If we plan on this being San Lorenzo, potentially this one up here as well, then over here we'll probably look to have a city take this. Now, is this going to be the city location, or is this going to be the offshoot? I think I'm going to want this area. I think is a pretty good food area, if my memory serves correctly. 10, 17. I mean, that's pretty good production. There's a discovery down there. Alright, I think I'm just going to plop this down. 617, I think, is going to be a good location for us. And yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll probably have this be a territory, and then a city will be put up in this area. Let's do that. Acknowledged. You are going to come down here and pop that discovery.
A proposal for your consideration?
Sure.
Accepted.
We shall do that. All right. Well, we are going to go ahead and put a cut in the video because we've gone on long enough. So thanks everyone for watching. I hope you're going to enjoy this little look at Humankind. And I'm not sure how long we'll go, but at least until the period ends on Monday. So we'll see. Anyway, thanks again, and we'll see you next time, folks. Bye-bye.